What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Dark Knight, and we got something different today. We're gonna talk about a leaked character, which I believe, according to the way that Apex releases their characters, either come in December or January, depending. But I believe it's January because Apex doing a lot of updates, and then with Black Friday and then Christmas. So I think it's gonna come in like season 4, which is sad. But first of all, I'm gonna talk about how the character looks, his abilities, his hitboxes, and overall what I think about him. Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about Revenant, as you can clearly see from the thumbnail. Before we get started, I just want to throw a disclaimer out that Revenant could change at any time, his abilities, the way he looks, or he might not even be released in season 4. I just want to give you my thoughts and opinion on the leaks, and that's all. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get straight to it. Alright, Revenant, a very mysterious character off the bat. We really don't know much about him, but we have a possible leak that his nickname will be called the Synthetic Nightmare. Also, Revenant, he's a robot, but he has the conscience of a human being, kind of making him into a super soldier. But I don't know if you guys played Titanfall 2 or Titanfall, but he's similar to the character of Ash. When I think of Revenant, or when I look at him, he gives me a really spooky vibe, He reminds me of a Bloodhound and a Caustic at the same time, like mysterious of a Bloodhound, but ruthless like Caustic. Like, as you can see in, we first get a preview of him in Shadowfall earlier in October for the Halloween special event. And just to give you a reminder how creepy Revenant is, here's a couple of his dialogue from Shadowfall.
It's almost over. It's nearing the end. Final ring is closing.
That was just a couple of dialogues from Revenant. Listening to this guy is very scary. It sounds like he means business. It's the complete opposite of Pathfinder. When Pathfinder talks, he's so sarcastic, but when freaking Revenant talks, he's just like, I'm coming for your head. But the definition of Revenant is a person that has returned, especially from the dead. And as you can get, that's where he got his nickname probably, I just feel like Revenant's joining the Apex Legends game just to get revenge or something. But another speculation, and let's get to his ability and the character design. And off the bat, man, as you can clearly see, bro, this hitbox looks broken, man. Like, he's super thin, and I don't know if it's from the angle, but he looks really small and tiny, just like a Wraith, but like the hitbox of the Pathfinder. So it's finna be crazy, man. I know a lot of pros, a lot of people finna abuse this hitbox, but hey, it's gonna be interesting to see. And especially with the ability he has, I just feel like he's gonna be the meta of like season 4 when he comes out. But let's get to the first ability, the passive, which is Infiltrating. Climb walls higher and crouch walk faster, man. Like, when I think about this, bro, you could like infiltrate it. Just think about it. He's able to get in the building, do as much damage as he can with that little bitty hitbox, and able to climb away, and then just he can sneak on people. Cause if you ever crouched on somebody, it's so quiet. So you can crouch, knock them out, send them to the lobby, and just dip. You can climb faster, bro. So that's a great advantage to just getting out of sticky situations. Alright, so Revenant possibly can have 2 different tacticals. The first one's gonna be the Poison Bomb. Launch a Poison Bomb that damages and slows targets, and this does area of the effect. This tactical is pretty similar to the ultimate that Caustic has, throw a bomb and does gas. And I think this is pretty useful for Revenant. I don't think they're going to implement it because it's too similar to Caustic. But if they do, I just think it's going to be a crazy combination with the infantry passive. You can sneak up on the enemy, throw that gas down, do as much damage as you can and get away. The ability to climb away faster. So I feel like he's going to be really useful in like building areas like Capital City. I don't feel like he's going to be that great in open just because of that thing. But you can use his gas to like create separation and whatnot. Alright, on to the second tactical. It's called Mark for Death. Fire a poison dagger. Press again to reveal the target location up to 60 seconds. The mark will be removed when the enemy is full to health. And this, I have a lot of questions about it. So my first question is like, how many times can you press this button? Like, can you just repeatedly just smash L1 your tactical button, just do and then see where he is? Or will there be a certain amount of times you can click it within those 60 seconds. My next question is how much damage would it do? Would it be like Caustics where it goes from 6 to 10 in terms of ticking damage? And I feel like additionally, the poison dart should slow down the enemies, you know, just for not too much, but just a moderate amount, you know. I feel like they would just change the meta and just change the way people would play if they were going against Revenant. And one thing's for sure, I'm pretty sure this tactical is gonna have a very long cooldown to balance it out, man. Cause this tactical is pretty powerful if you use it right. But anyways, let's get to the ultimate abilities. Revenant, he has 2 ultimates. I'm gonna go with the first one, Death Recall. Drop a totem that protects anyone who uses it from death. Instead of getting killed or down, you return to the totem with 20 health. With me personally, there's a lot of questions about this ultimate. I personally think that this ultimate's not the best, but it's not the worst at the same time. My major question is like, what is the range on this? Let's say I'm in Capital City and my teammate decides to fight on the opposite side. He gets down or dead, either one. Does he return, or is it just too far out the range, or you have to be right next to him? So there's a couple questions about this, but it could be useful at times, you know, during end game or, you know, certain situations. I think this ultimate's more of a situation use tactical or ultimate. So the second ultimate is called Silence, and basically Revenant throws a disc in the area, and whatever enemies in that area, their abilities will be disabled for 10 seconds. Alright, so basically, in my opinion, I know this sounds negative, but I feel like, again, this is really situational, cause 10 seconds in a game isn't really that long. You know, if it restarts their ultimate back to 0, that'd be a major difference. But if it just disables it for 10 seconds, that can be really complicated. I mean, it could be useful. Let's say you're going against a Gibraltar, you throw it down, he can't use his dome, so it's just you and him with no shield. So I guess that can be useful to a degree. So it's tactical. In order for make it to be useful, I feel like it should have a big area that it can hit. And second, when it comes to ultimate, I feel like instead of like being disabled for 10 seconds, I feel like they should eliminate the timer and just go back to 0. So let's say they're at 90%, you throw it on them, they're back to 0. So you have to wait for the full charge time in order to use the ultimate. Now when it comes to tacticals such as like Octane or Gibraltar, they can use the stem to speed away, or the Gibraltar can put up his dome. I feel like it should be disabled for 10 seconds. They're not able to use that ability for 10 seconds, you know, for those tacticals. I feel like that would just be a major game changer. So you must be asking, Dark, how do you know Revenant's gonna be the next character? There's so many elite characters out there. But look, they've been actively working on them. They had a bunch of abilities from the past, but they deleted them and just changing them a couple. But during Shadowfall, I heard Revenant say a couple things, and it was interesting. I think he gave an Easter egg that he's gonna be the next character. And here's the dialogue.
So, a legend one. They'll join me soon enough. Skin bag one. I may have to do this myself.
And if you heard it towards the end, Revenant says, I might have to do this myself. So I'm guessing it's like a little Easter egg. So I'm really excited. I'm really stoked about Revenant. He seems like a great character to play with and really fun to play overall. I'm gonna give him a solid B tier, you know. He can possibly be an A tier, depending how good his tactical will be or his ultimate, but I'm really stoked. And guys, I just want to say thank you for watching this video with me, and just leave a like and subscribe, and I'll be posting more videos like this, so it's something new to the channel. It's your boy Dark Knight, and peace out.
Some good news. We're in the next ring.
Bro, we just made it. Oh, bro. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go.
You are the Apex champions.
No. Wait, so I had 2 kills? I would have 17.